Hey, welcome to the Drip and Stone podcast, the podcast where two friends raise a glass and have a conversation. Kyle, this is a very special episode of Drip and Stone.
That's better. Yeah, it is.
Because as you just heard, Kyle, we're recording our very first episode ever on a golf course.
Yeah, we are live on a golf course here in Central Florida.
Yeah.
Beautiful day.
Yeah, and today's a special day because today is your birthday.
It is, yeah. May the 4th be with me and with you all.
As with you and everyone else. It's also a very interesting day.
It's always been with me.
That's very true. It's a very interesting day out here on the golf course because I'm driving.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, like right now, I'm about to drive. You're going to hear it. Ready? Please be a good shot. It was a phenomenal shot. It's
great.
It's coming back a little to the right. I'm gonna.
Well, that's going to be good.
Oh yeah, I'm for that.
I do support that.
So it's going to be a bit of a short episode this week because honestly, we've got a lot of golf to play. And, we're not really sure how all this is going to sound, but hey, this is the beauty and the joy of podcasting and just recording stuff on location.
And trying something new.
Yeah.
We are nothing if we are not on the precipice of technology and podcasting efforts.
That is correct. So if this is your first episode, welcome. This is, again, not normally how things go.
Yeah.
And if it's your 290-somethingth episode, welcome back.
Yeah, you're going to enjoy this one. It's different.
That's correct. Kyle, you want to have a beer?
Yeah, we should have a beer.
Yeah, it is a mandatory thing out here on the golf course, at least when we play, that we have a bit of a beer. So what'd you bring for us? I mean, I know it's your birthday. I should be the one bringing the beers, but...
Oh, well, I had them ready.
You did.
I brought us some little something from New Belgium.
Ooh.
It's the Fat Tire.
Yeah, I like New Belgium as a brewery.
Yeah, one of your favorites, right?
It is one of my favorite breweries. Yeah, it's they have a couple locations. One is in Asheville,
North Carolina.
Yeah, it's right there on the French Broad River. It was kind of in the area that was, not kind of, it definitely is in the area that was hit really hard by all the floodwaters. From what I understand, I don't think they were affected, but obviously a lot of people that were in the Asheville community and work for New Belgium definitely were.
Sure.
But they also have a location in Fort Collins, Colorado, which is where they started.
Colorado.
Which is also a great place to be.
Yeah. I've never been to either one of them.
No, it's
I'll
okay.
take your word for it.
Shall we crack into it?
Yeah, let's get into these bad boys.
Ooh.
Oh.
It's a little shaken
Oh
up.
my God.
It's like it's been in a golf bag for a couple holes. Fat Tire, what do you know about it?
Well, doesn't really taste anything like a tire. Tastes more like a beer.
Doesn't taste fat either.
It's got some extra sweetness on it.
It does.
Especially compared to the old Fat Tire.
Fair, yeah.
This is the new Fat Tire.
Yeah, Fat Tire went through a bit of a rebrand. Would you call it a rebrand?
Yeah, I don't really know what else other word you could use for it. Reimagining.
Reimagining, there it is.
But it's not imaginary, it's real.
Right.
We're drinking it.
We are. I'm going to hit this here golf ball.
Go ahead. Favorite club? It's leaking a little bit. It'll be all right.
I'm going to say I don't like it as much as I did the original version.
See, I'll disagree a little bit. I think I like this one a bit better.
You liked a little bit of added sweetness?
Yeah, I think it's just a friendly beer. It's definitely crushable, but I think it's a good summer beer too.
I feel like it was a little more pale ale-y.
Sure.
And I think for me, that reduction of the bitter, I'm not going to say it's a knock. I like the bitter.
You missed the bitter on the old one.
I do. Yeah.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, so I do miss that just a little bit.
Yeah, I don't disagree. Like it surprises me that they felt like they needed to do a rebranding or reimagining or recrafting because it was already a popular beer. Like it was already one that I would, say was like a go-to.
Correct.
So when they did change it, it was really surprising.
Well, and that's what's interesting to me is that they didn't change it to flat tire or full set of wheels.
Spare tire
or whatever because, it is sweeter.
All right.
So they just decided to call it the same thing. Oops.
Nice.
Pitching wedge would be really good about right now.
That's an interesting thing. I feel like you've mentioned before. No, they sell them.
They do.
They do sell them.
I've seen one to buy.
I bet. Probably pretty cheap.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put that on your tombstone. If you die first. I should have bought those
bought
clubs.
A pitching wedge. Oh yeah.
I should have bought those clubs that day.
Guy was selling for $100.
$100.
Full set.
Would have fit me just right. Should have bought those.
Should have bought those clubs.
Greatest regret of my life. Not buying those clubs from that guy. That and not watching all the videos of concerts that I took.
Yeah.
Huge regret. Should have
Sat
spent
there.
more time watching those
I
videos.
sat there with my phone for hours.
Didn't watch the concert, watched my phone,
Right.
but never went back and watched any of those videos.
So I'm going to say it's still a good beer.
Yep, I enjoy it.
It's a little heavy.
It is a little heavy, but I think it's like, for that heaviness, you get some added flavor, I think.
Correct. So you actually just did a thing. You recently got back from a cruise.
Yeah, I got to go on a cruise, big boat,
Yeah.
out on the sea. It was nice, good
Yeah.
weather,
Good.
good time.
But I do know on that boat, you actually got to see a little movie called Thunderbolts.
Yeah, kudos to you if you can figure out what boat I went on. At least which ocean liner.
The movie, how was the movie?
I absolutely loved it.
Yeah?
It's a great movie. Definitely a Marvel movie. Like you wouldn't mistake it as another studio or anything like that. It's not like that different, but it has a darker tone to it, a little bit of an edge on it, but it's great.
Yeah?
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I've heard that it's a Marvel movie for people who are kind of, for lack of a better word, disenfranchised or like just kind of over Marvel movies.
Incredible shot.
I mean, even though you said it's very squarely a Marvel movie.
Yeah, I say like I don't know that I could say that because it is a Marvel movie, and honestly, this movie, I think you could go into it blind, genuinely never having seen another Marvel property, but it's certainly also one that you're gonna benefit from knowing the characters already.
Right.
Because we have already gotten quite a lot from these characters. Nobody in this movie we're just being introduced to except for the antagonist.
Right.
Everybody else we've been introduced to in other movies or TV shows or what have you.
Do you think that perspective comes from like these are, I don't want to say second tier Marvel characters, but these are Marvel characters that aren't your mainline, your Captain America, your Iron Man, your Spider-Man.
Yeah, you're big dogs.
Would you say that that's kind of the perspective? Because like I do want to see this. I would love to go see this in theater too, but I've got so much, as we've talked about in the past, so much Marvel fatigue.
Yeah.
That like,
I mean, I would say that this one is what makes it better than I would say most of the things that we've gotten recently is that it is more character driven and it's much more kind of psychological.
okay.
It deals with depression. It deals with the dark things in your past.
Sure.
And you're dealing with a bunch of characters who are flawed characters. Like I think what's tough too about a lot of the core MCU characters at this point is we've already worked through their flaws,
right,
and they've already had their redemptive moments and things. So it's just continuing on their hero's journey.
Right.
And with these characters in this movie, they're all very flawed characters who've done bad things. And it's how they deal with them and continue to go on and do the right thing.
Yeah.
Even with the weight of all of these bad things hovering over you.
See, I think to me, that's what made the first couple of stages of the MCU so interesting is that it's an exercise in character building and an exercise in like what happens when you have this character, this kind of superhero, this superhero character in this situation. Well, how do they respond? So if there's a return to that, this character-driven perspective, and it's not all about saving the world and everything's going to end. I mean, I'm sure that's a superhero movie, so there's going to be some of that. But if there's some of this character building aspect, I'm all for that.
And what I really appreciated about this movie is that it hits a lot of things that have been my main complaints about other MCU movies recently.
Yeah, what's that?
Which is that they all feel so separate.
Right.
Like nothing since Endgame has really like connected in any real solid way.
Right.
And we've been expecting that. Like that was what was so fun in the lead up to Infinity War was all the connections. Where you got a little nugget in this movie that tied to the bigger picture.
Did you just see that?
That was nice.
That was a nice shot. Right. And okay, so do you think that that's because this is an ensemble movie?
No, I think honestly, I think that's the big part of like this movie does tie together, like I said, because it's characters from it's characters from other movies,
right,
it's characters from other shows, all coming together, kind of like the first Avengers,
sure,
where all this group comes together and finds a way to work together. But this one, you got a solid bit of information that's leading you into future movies too.
Right.
And like that's just been a big complaint that I've had recently of everything just feels so separate. So yeah, and I think that's because of a lot of reasons. I think COVID made it difficult. I think some of the legal issues that they've had with some of their actors and characters and things has made it difficult to keep a solid focus. But it does feel like they finally, like, you know, after that year of where they only released one movie last year.
Yeah.
You know, where they got together and made a big focused thing.
Do you think it's a redirect?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And you can feel it in this movie, honestly. Like there are certainly things that I think this movie was supposed to have come out quite a bit earlier. I genuinely feel like the end credit scene alone, I think, was redone and reconfigured because it specifically deals with the next movie coming out.
Gotcha.
And I don't think they would have had that had they went with the original release date.
I'm looking forward to it. And like I said, it's the first Marvel movie in a long time that I'm excited about, and I'm excited about to go see in a theater. I hope that happens. I mean, my track record's not super great about theaters right now.
Right. I would say, yeah.
But
it's worth it to see it in the theater, see it big, because like the events in it are in scope, very deep, very broad, but they are intense.
Yeah.
And I would say that, like, yeah, it'd be good to see that in a theater setting.
Well, first of all, happy birthday.
Thank you, sir.
And I think our first experimental recorded episode on location has been a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think it's been widely successful. I mean, it may not be once we actually listen to the audio.
Sure,
but
the audio might
sure,
not be great.
I think we did the thing. I think we killed it.
We did. And you know what? There is no place I'd rather be than hanging out with you on your birthday.
Hey, man, I appreciate it.
Yeah. Oh, well, I took a little turn there, buddy. That is probably the best ball I've ever hit on this hole.
Incredible. That was nice.
Thank you. So we'd love to know, what do you think about New Belgium's Fat Tire and the Fat Tire redesign?
Yeah, do you like this one better? Do you like that earlier version?
And if it's not the Fat Tire, what for you is your favorite New Belgium beer? We'd also love to know, what do you think about Thunderbolts?
Yeah, did you get to see it yet? What'd you think?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you can get in touch with us through email. It's drepandstone@gmail.com. You can also get in touch with us through social media.
It's always one word, Drep and Stone, D-R-E-P and Stone. Come find us, like a thing, share a thing, talk to this turkey. It'll be all good for you.
There's a bunch of turkeys on this golf course. Yeah, and you can support us in all the usual ways. That's finding us wherever it is you find great podcasts and rating Drep and Stone where you find those great podcasts. You can also support us on Patreon. That's patreon.com/Drep and Stone. And finally, Kyle.
Sir?
You can support us by telling someone about Drep and Stone.
Easiest and best way.
Yeah. On that note, hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
May our glass overflow.
And your ass never show.
Happy birthday.
Hey, thanks, man. 4